My name is Russ, and I want to talk to you about a couple of my NALT moments. NALT stands for Not All Like That. So many times we see different people of faith in different religions that use hate and the Bible to justify how they treat others. We hear stories of people who come out and are no longer welcomed in their churches or by their families. We hear stories of kids that are abused in the name of religion. Well, I was adopted at a very young age, 5 weeks. And I grew up in a very loving household who didn't think like that. Faith meant love. Faith meant hope. Faith meant encouragement, participation. There were so many things that faith meant in our household. When I was 22 years old, and my youngest brother at the time was just about to move out, my parents decided they weren't done being parents. So they decided it was time to become parents again, and they were told about a very special case. A case of a young man who was 11 years old, whose Stanford professor father and school teacher mother had severely abused him to the point of near death. This young man had not known what it was like to truly be loved, to truly be looked after and cared for, to be given hope, and to know that people of faith aren't all like that. My parents took him in and they raised him. They gave him experiences, they gave him hope and love, and let him know that he was worthy and that he did not deserve to be abused. Today, my younger brother flourishes with a wife and a child and lives a happy life. And though he struggles with his faith at times, it's there and it's growing. When I came out at the age of 21, my adoptive parents didn't toss me to the curb. They said I was still worthy and that God still loved me, just as they did years later with my brother when they told him that God loves you and you are worthy. Both of us are very fortunate to be placed in the household that we were placed in and given the parents, I believe, by God, that He intended for us to have ultimately. Not all Christians are like the Christians, purported Christians, that my younger brother was born to. There are a great many of us that are like the parents that he came to have. And that's the message. There are a lot of good Christians who believe in hope and in faith and in justice and treating others with dignity and respect. And that faith isn't for just one sort or one type or one race or one kind of people. God is there for all of us. We are all created uniquely in His image. He loves us all, and that's the message. Don't forget, He's still speaking. He hasn't finished. He's only taken a breath.